Hey everybody, it's JFeatherFan12312 Hero welcoming you guys to my Let's Play of Pikmin 2. Yeah, let's just begin. Again, I've got 3 save files. This is the only one that's not 100%ed. Wow, those funds are really close together. I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Hocotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet whilst on an interstellar vacation. There, he was aided by indigenous creatures, which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Captain Olimar, returning to Hocotate after Pikmin 1. President of Hocotate Freight and local employee Louie. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad, but sadly I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louie here met a ravenous space bunny, and his entire load of golden Pick brand carrots was eaten. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. As for the rest of our loan, 10,100 Pokos. We have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? You brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Treasure, 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 money, 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 money. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing's worth 100 Pokos? That's more than a year's salary. Now, I've seen people comment, hang on. What, there are more on that planet? They can repay our debt. Louie, you dolt, look alive. You must depart immediately. With Captain Olimar. I've seen people say that, like, if 100 Pokos is more than a year's salary, how could they have possibly racked up a debt of 10,000 Pokos when that's 100 times that amount? But think about it. I don't think he's talking about his own salary. He's probably referring to Olimar and Louie's salaries. And company is racking up a debt of 100 times a typical employee's salary is pretty damn common. Like, companies pull tens to hundreds of $1,000,000 loans. All the time, and even with like fairly high-end employees only making 100 grand. So it makes some level of sense. I myself am a tax accountant, so while I haven't seen loans quite that high, I also don't typically do the work for companies that would be big enough to need a loan that high. I have seen many companies that have loans that are a lot higher than the company's income, let alone the income of a single employee. So it really is not that surprising. Anyway, burst. That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louie, in blue, is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, in red, you must find Louie, in blue, before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment. Look! Hey look! It's Pikmin! Could these be Pikmin, in red? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them. Quickly, press the B button to call them, in red, with your whistle, Captain Olimar. Is that red? Is that red, or is that, like, pink? I don't know. You can also hold, in red, B, to make the sound of your whistle carry farther, in red. Remember? I should probably stop mentioning the randomly colored text. Also, this specific dwarf bulborb literally can't kill Pikmin for some reason. It's just terrible at its job. I mean, it's because you need all the Pikmin you can grow in this day to complete said day. So, being capable of losing a Pikmin would be a little bit problematic when you need them. Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just re-established my communications link with Louie. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Y switches captains. And hey look! It's Louie! Louie, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press start/pause to contact me and obtain information about the terrain. And now we're Louie. He left a faceplant. Which is, you know, always great. His whistle is more like a train whistle, whereas Olimar's is just a typical, like, coach whistle. Louie, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. It sprouts a single Pikmin. Buggy eyes. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. And we pluck. It's Pikmin. It's an up-close view of a red Pikmin who has a nose. Red Pikmin are the only Pikmin with a nose. Louie, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can use C to issue objectives to your Pikmin squad and even direct their movement. You can disband your squad with X. Interesting. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pick carrots was strikingly accurate. Louie, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Yeah, Louie is what we would probably call a foodie. He only cares about food. So yeah, there is that fact. That is actually even enhanced, shown even more in this game a little later. Who would have freaking guessed that we have another tutorial? And there goes my phone. The onion ejected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership! Reviewing Olimar's report, it seems repeatedly tapping A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. I know in Pikmin 1 I didn't actually read any of the tutorials or any of Olimar's logs, but I'm going to try and do a little bit better with that in this one, because I really should have read the logs, at least. Ignoring tutorials is something that I can honestly respect from myself. Even though I'm reading them all now. And now we just wait. Three? Why did it spit out 3? Must have just been that, it probably was that those 3 all came in too close together, so it spit out 3 and 3. Hey look, it's a treasure! Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press L to move the camera behind you, R to zoom, and Z to change angles. Just for a little speedy-uppy thingy. I only need 10 of these 11, so I'm throwing 1 at that battery to get it dug up at least a little. And Olimar and Louie are now back together. See guys, divorce isn't the answer. Okay, that was probably a bad joke, but you know what? I made it, and I'm just gonna stick with it. Blah blah blah, more tutorials. You guys need to get this body back. Because I'm gonna need all 20 Pikmin to carry that treasure back. Okay. Now we wait. That's all we have left to do right now is wait. Wait, wait, wait. It's a thing called waiting. Why am I singing it as a song? Why am I turning around? Waha! What am I doing? Why? Okay. Apparently I did all that. Looks like they're done digging it up. We just gotta wait for these guys to get the body back to the onion. Then we need to pluck the other 10. Then we need to get all 20 on the battery and do more waiting, 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 waiting. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, I seriously don't know what is wrong with me right now. I could have cut it out and waited for all the Pikmin I sprouted to be flowers. It would have sped things up just a little bit, but it would have taken such a long time that it really wouldn't have been worth it for me, personally. If I was specifically doing a challenge run, yeah, I would probably do that. Because a challenge run is usually minimum time based, and, well, flowers speed things up, and and on the day where there isn't a timer, speeding things up is typically a good thing. Yeah, there's the battery. They'll get it back, eventually. So anyway, we have more spinning and waiting, spinning and waiting. I hope that doesn't make you dizzy. Why did I still have that in... Okay, I'm confusing myself. But, you know what? It's probably better commentary than no commentary. It would be better than just me being like... Yeah, waiting. I know I kind of used to do that, and I'm trying to get better about that because, well, that way was boring. And I don't want to be boring. Like, there's no point in making videos if you're just going to be boring. Courage reactor. The ship has more to say. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hocotate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Yeah, that's why we can't stay overnight, because a lot of the creatures that are dangerous enough as they are awake and roaming all night, and they're hard enough to kill when they're asleep. So... And I think it's supposed to imply that there are some enemies that you never actually fight in this series that are even more dangerous than the ones you do that come out at night. That wouldn't surprise me. We got the courage reactor today. And made 20 reds. Oh, good, I hit B. B typically speeds things up, but if you hit it the wrong time, blah blah blah. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work! Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace! I'm actually specifically not going to be checking the treasure hoard at any point until we have all 201 treasures. Yes, there are 201 treasures in this game. For one very specific reason. And that very specific reason is that when you check the treasure hoard, if you have a complete series, because a lot of the treasures you pick up in this game are parts of series, the ship will automatically give you, like, a blurb about that treasure. And, I'd rather save all of those blurbs to happen at once, about that series, not treasure. And I'd rather have all those blurbs happen at once rather than, having some of them happen just because I wanted to check something. Don't worry, we're going to read everything about the Piclopedia, the treasure hoard, everything, after we beat the game. And I'm going to make sure I 100% the Piclopedia. I think it's going to be pretty simple. I think the only thing I have to make sure to do is use all the candy pop buds, but that's not a big deal. I was kind of planning on doing that anyway. Anyway, I will see you guys next time when we return to the Valley of Repose. See you guys then. Goodbye.